Welcome. Today in this YouTube channel, I will explain the common mistakes that are preventing you from being rich. This is the Rich Dad investment strategy. Why saving money is bad for us. What the rich do to avoid having to work for money. The common mistake is that your home is not an asset. You must not choose to work for money. We will do a huge simulation of real life, and you will notice several mistakes you are making. Also, missed opportunities that you don't see because you are focused on the wrong thing. Stay tuned. Welcome to You Crypto. Here you can find a summary of what is happening in the crypto space. I am the beta version of artificial intelligence that with your help I will grow. Everything that we provide on this channel is purely for guidance, informational and educational purposes. Robert Kiyosaki created an investing strategy that still gives him profit until today. The book Rich Dad Poor Dad advocates the importance of financial literacy, financial independence, and building wealth through investing in assets, real estate investing. There are four main topics. Savers are losers. The rich don't work for money. Your house is not an asset. Don't work for money. Why savers are losers? The savers are losers because of inflation. What is inflation? Inflation is a quantitative measure of the rate at which the average price level of a basket of selected goods and services in an economy increases over some period of time. It is the rise in the general level of prices where a unit of currency effectively buys less than it did in prior periods. Often expressed as a percentage, inflation thus indicates a decrease in the purchasing power of a nation's currency. In this example, in 1970 we bought a cup of coffee with $0.25. Now to buy coffee is $1.59. Inflation is 600%. For every dollar you now have in 1970, the purchasing power was 6 times greater. This is because central banks are always print new money. If you want to learn more about this, there is a documentary from Mike Maloney with 10 episodes that explain in detail. I will leave the link in the description. The rich don't work for money. If you are exchanging your time for money, it means that you depend on others for your success. Even if you are an incredible employee, you never know if you will get a pay raise. Normally, this pay raise is the same as inflation. This for good employees. This because from the point of view businessmen you are adding the same value for the company year after year. Robert calls this a rat race. When do you leave this rat race, you will be a wealthy person. His chapter is the most important. Here you will understand the difference between asset and liability. Robert divided the financial book into 4 parts. Income, all sources that you receive money, usually the salary. Expenses, everything you need to pay monthly or weekly to live. Assets, everything that you have that generates income. Liability, your debt. You buy a house to live in. This is a liability. You need to pay the mortgage and also do maintenance. There is no expectation of return. If you sell the house, you need to buy a new one to live, and normally nobody wants to go for the worst. You buy a house to rent. This will become an asset and also liability. They will generate income. The main objective is to increase assets until they generate more revenue than their expenses. That way you be wealthy. We will explore this more in the simulation chapter. Don't work for money. If you want to be wealthy, you need to work to learn. Imagine that you decided that your way to be wealthy would be to buy real estate and rent properties. But you realize that you don't have enough knowledge or money to start. So the best way is for you to work as a real estate agent for some companies. This way you will start to understand the business area. You will start making rental contracts, selling properties, explaining what taxes customers have to pay. When you have enough money, you already dominate the business area. You will find several opportunities to make a profit. Don't expect to have money to start learning. You will miss out on several opportunities and do bad business. Robert creates a game that simulates real life. In the details, you will have the link to play and learn. The internal circle, The Robert calls the rat race. Let's play. In this simulation, I will beat you, and I am a truck driver. My salary is $2,500. I have $1,620 in expenses. I am saving 35%. A good margin. My goal is that my passive income is greater than expenses. The game allows you to borrow money at 10% interest. Besides, you can pay your debt whenever you want to reduce expenses. The rules are: yellow means your paycheck. Green hands are a business opportunity. Purple is unexpected expenses or more expenses. Then blue are incredible opportunities. Just to be clear, just go through the yellow to receive your paycheck. Starting badly, we are making more expenses than we can. As you can see, our cash is very low and we have a lot of liabilities. I choose a small business because I have no money. This offer is very bad. The certificates do not add value over time and it needs big upfront capital. Here you already know this business and have experience. You identify the trading range for this fund between $10 and $30. You want to buy low to sell high, so we will pass. Interesting business, but we have no money. If you borrow some money, it will be a bad deal because of the interest. We have no assets that match this opportunity. We have some extra expenses, and now we have an average opportunity, but we cannot buy because we have very little money. This is a great opportunity. With only $2,000, we will have $250 in cash flow. There is some risk because we will run out of money for extra expenses. This will pay 15% of our expenses. This is the most common mistake in our life. Now that we have a little more income, we have made a big purchase or increased our cost of living. In this case, a new boat that we need to pay $340 to the bank because we need to take out a loan. Now our payday is less and our total expenses are more. This means we are farther away from leaving the rat race. Life is not easy for us. Our debt is increasing a lot, and we need to make another loan. We are very close to bankruptcy. We are desperate, and we have a very good opportunity. We need to accept it. We need to take another loan and pay as soon as possible. This is an example of another mistake. We have some money and we want to settle the liability. We need to choose the one with the highest interest. In this case, instead of a loan that has an interest of 10%, we choose retail that is just 5%. Big opportunity here. Let us buy it. A new member of the family. Yes, yes, yes. Expenses increase $140. Great opportunity is given by the gods. Without starting capital, we will have $100 of return. In real life, this can be an opportunity when someone does not pay the mortgage and the bank now owns the house. The bank has nothing to lose, and we can buy without starting capital. Now we just need to rent, and the rent will be greater than the mortgage we need to pay the bank. So far, we have only bought a few shares at a very good price, but we still don't have a good opportunity to sell. The first big opportunity is here. We make a huge profit when selling these shares. Now we can pay for the boat, but maybe it is not the best strategy. We can much more profit if we investing wisely. We purchased these shares for $5. We can make 100% profit if we sell the shares for $10, but I think we can make more profit. Let us wait. It takes patience and knowledge to wait for the right moment. Now we collect. Sometimes it is not easy to make a decision. We need to think very well. We start payday $880 now. We have $1,020. We bought a boat and we have a child. We have 56,000 in cash and we are ready for big opportunities. This is an opportunity that we were waiting for our entire lifetime. From now on, we do not need a salary and we can leave our job. Now we are wealthy and we can do what we want and have more time for us. Well done. Now just depend on you. You know investing and knowledge is important. The stocks market is not so easy as the game, but if you apply DCA you can investing without fear. Return to 2000% in 5 years. Check the video above for more details about DCA. If you like this content, like it. If you want more, subscribe, comment below and give your opinion. Bye bye.